young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this evening the Baltimore Orioles Professional Baseball Club will be taking on the Boston Red Sox in the second game of a doubleheader, the third game of a 4-game series at Fenway Park. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal BW, back like he never left. And, yeah, literally. Axminster, take it back right now. I don't care if you're joking. You better tell me you are, because I'm not taking responsibility for this nonsense. No sirree, Bob. I'm sitting here trying to guide this team in the right direction. And you saw another example of it just about 90 minutes ago as Tony Mansolino guided this team. I don't know. What's going on? Was his great-grandfather the captain of the Titanic or what? What is, I need to know some family history here. Who's behind? This is so bad. Right. So look, it's a second game. We got coming up. Trevor Rogers is pitching. The lineup. Holy cow, the lineup, folks. Wait till you see this. And I do have the Mansolino press conference standing by. We could listen to the audio. He was asked, first question, any thought to maybe pitching around Devers in that spot? Yeah. Why don't we take a quick peek in on that? Here we go.
With first base open there, do you want Soto challenging Devers? You hoping he tries to pitch around him a little bit?
We want him to throw his best pitch. I didn't see what.
That's not answering the question. What about the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does say. So apparently the deal is Rob Refsnyder, a right-handed batter, was on deck to pinch hit for Wilyer Abreu. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I will take Refsnyder's right-handed bat over Devers, especially when you're, creating a force play and a potential double play to get out of the inning. Yeah.
What pitch it was? We want Soto to throw his best pitch. You got Refsnyder on deck, and you got Narvaez there. We were getting Kittredge up. You got to go through the 3-batter minimum. So we're getting Kittredge up, possibly face Narvaez. But, if you put him on right there, it gets messy. Then you got to go Soto against Ref. So you got a really good lefty that's done it in the big leagues for a long time.
It gets messy. Tell me more about how to make things messy, please.
It's obviously a really good hitter, but we're going to bet on our guy every time.
So in that situation, maybe not to pitch around Devers, but be a little bit more careful. The pitch was essentially a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to throw it right down the middle. You can probably ask him, but my assumption is he's probably trying to throw it somewhere else.
What did you see from Eflin today?
Say that again?
What did you see from Eflin today?
F did great, man. They hit those first 2 homers in the first inning.
Yeah, Devers had 8 RBI yesterday. Yesterday, he drove in 8. Oh, my God.
Kind of tough weather conditions, with the rain, everything that was going on, and then he settled down.
Oh, yeah, we have that excuse. Yeah. So Eflin was great. How do you start? So Zach Eflin, thoughts today? I thought he was great. He gave up those 2 home runs in the first inning. Right there, you're already sounding like you're on goofballs. How do you say in the same breath, he looked good out there? He gave up 2 home runs in the first inning. He gave up 3 home runs today, dude. And you left him out there too long, by the way. He should have been over after 5 innings. You tried to come out in the 6th, and then you had to pull him, and then it just snowballed from there. Yeah, so let's talk about that lineup for Baltimore tonight. Oh, you're going to love this. Well, if you're expecting Jackson Holliday to play both games, considering he's got a 9-game hitting streak going and possibly our hottest hitter, you're wrong. Holliday not in the lineup. But we do have Mateo in center field, hitting 7th, if that catches your fancy. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Adley Rutschman will DH and hit second. Ryan O'Hearn at first base will bat third. Ramon Arias, for the second straight game, will hit cleanup, but this time he'll be at second base. Emmanuel Rivera will bat fifth and play at third. Heston Kjerstad moves from right field in game 1 to left field, and he will hit sixth. Jorge Mateo bats seventh in center field. Dylan Carlson will hit eighth in right field, and Maverick Handley, the catcher, will bat ninth. Folks, the bottom third of this order is Mateo, followed by 2 guys that are combined 2 for 39 on the season. One guy's hitting .045, the other .059. So it should be fun going through that part of the order 3 times today. And considering that is a third of the order, I don't expect to get to that part a 4th time today. For the home team Red Sox, leading off in left field, Jarren Duran. Rafi Devers will be the DH and bat second. Rob Refsnyder will be in right field, hitting third. Christian Campbell will clean up and play second base. Trevor Story is the shortstop. He will bat fifth. A major league debut for one of the top prospects in all of baseball, Marcelo Meyer, is making his major league debut for Boston here in the second game of this doubleheader. He will be at third base and hit sixth. Nick Sogard will bat seventh and play first base. Connor Wong will catch and hit eighth. And finally, Cedar Rafaela once again batting ninth and in center field. Let me go ahead and get this ball game up. I'm at my wits' end, folks. I don't know about you guys. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm listening to the Masson team right now. They're talking up Trevor Rogers. Between Miami and Baltimore last season, Rogers put up a stellar record of 2 wins and 11 losses, an ERA slightly under 5. And, yeah, he hasn't done much better pitching in AAA. Oh, now they're going to cherry pick and show us what he did in 2021 with the Marlins when he was good that one season 4 years ago. And Ben McDonald is saying that's the guy the Orioles are trying to get back. Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it, Mike Elias. There's something about Trevor Rogers that nobody else can see. And we're going to see it tonight. All right. Well, I got in about 40 minutes of sleep, I think. I miscalculated when I was signing off after game 1. I had forgotten between the delayed start and then me hanging around to watch the post-game presser. It was like an hour less than I thought until the next stream. So, yeah, a little bit of a cat nap. Have a fresh cup of iced coffee. The hat would like to say hello. Here's the hat. Hi, everybody. I just want to apologize on behalf of the BirdWatcher, corporation. For the lack of wins and Orioles magic that I've been able to provide you this season so far. I really don't have much in terms of excuses, folks. It's just when things are this bad, there's only so much magic that can actually help. So I'm here. I'm going to support this team. And trust me, when we are in a position to compete again, the hat will make a difference. All right? I don't know if I even believe it, but there you go. I'm like Mansolino. I'm not sure if I believe what I'm saying right now, but there it is. All right? Thanks, the hat. Hey, Rising Rhino is here. How you doing, buddy? Folks, I tell you one thing, silver lining, trust me, I would trade this for the Orioles to turn their season around right now. No questions asked, but for whatever reason, looking at the analytics for the channel, it would seem the YouTube algorithm is starting to be a little kinder to BW again. Last season I started this channel up. It got off to a rip-roaring start and carried it through the entire season, putting up some really nice numbers. And when this season started, those numbers saw a drop-off. And, of course, with the way the Orioles have been playing, part of that reason could be explained. But regardless, I can't really tell you why, but for the last few games, we've been putting up some, viewerships that look more like last season. So maybe people just enjoy the punishment of it all. I don't know, but we're ready for baseball, folks. Game 2, first pitch from Giolito to Gunnar Henderson is outside for ball 1. The Red Sox are now wearing what is their City Connects yellow jersey tops with blue lettering as Gunnar fouls back the 1-0 pitch, 1-1. So, yeah, yellow-blue color combination. Orioles wearing their black shirts with the orange lettering, gray pants. 1-1, the gunner is inside, and the count 2-1. Giolito rocks, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count moves to 3-1. Henderson with a hitter's count to begin the ball game. And there's ball 4. Gunner flips the bat and the protective gear toward the dugout and will take his base to begin this ball game.
I'm walking here.
Well, Janet, the algorithm, it works different. If you're already like an established viewer of the channel and you visit it several times or frequently, then the algorithm will list me under a search at a higher priority than it would for, a random person just typing in Orioles live or something to that effect. But, yeah. There does seem to be a bit of a pickup, though, in recent days. I'm not going to complain. The channel needs it. I just wish the team was doing better. Again, I would trade team success for channel success any day of the week. 1-0 to Adley Rutschman is line foul off to the right. Late afternoon sunshine here in Fenway after a cloudy opening game that did have some rain right at the beginning. Rutschman needs a new bat. Tony Mansolino, holy cow. I hope they've got an option C. It's just embarrassing, man. 1-1 pitch to Rutschman is in there for a strike. I want Trevor Bauer to be the manager. Swing and a miss, and Rutschman is down on strikes. 1 away. Honestly, folks, we're just letting Trevor Bauer go to waste. He can manage this team right now. Come on, folks. Hashtag Bauer for manager. Ryan O'Hearn with a swing and a miss.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Folks, considering some of the comments I've seen in chat over the last year and change, let me go ahead and just say I'm kidding, by the way, about Trevor Bauer. It is a joke. O'Hearn goes to left, down the corner. And that is a foul ball just to the left of the pole. Folks, I was talking yesterday about Jackson Holiday potentially being an all-star this year. If the Orioles do only get one rep, I kind of hope it's Ryan O'Hearn. At this point in his career, it would be such a nice accomplishment for him. It may be kind of his only shot at getting that honor, whereas Jackson, you feel like he'll be an all-star, surely. Hey, if they can both be an all-star, I'll take it. But yeah, if we only get one rep, I'm leaning on O'Hearn. 0-2 pitch is low, a ball and 2 strikes. I think that 300-plus average, Rob, is going to go a long way in terms of whoever is going to make that pick. He's up to 317 at the moment. check on the runner, gunner back. I don't know anybody, Sam, that thought pitching the Devers was a good idea. Here's a ball hit on the ground to second. They go to second for one, over to first, and that is a double play ball for O'Hearn to end the inning.
Big buck. Stop it all.
The Orioles get a base runner, and it's wiped away with a double play. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Red Sox coming up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the BirdWatcher Channel. This is BW here calling the second game of the day. I hope you're doing well and settle in for the next couple of hours. Things could get a little bit crazy, but do me one favor, if you don't mind. More than half of the people here right now have not hit the like button. The majority of you have one small task that you just got to get out of the way and have nothing left to worry about for the rest of the evening. And that's just to tap that old thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. And let's get those likes up tonight, folks. Game one, we got well over 100 likes. We don't want to, get upstaged. We don't want to get upstaged by game one, do we? So let's rally and get those likes up. There's about 25 of you out there that could help out. Sam is coming in with a super chat, folks.
Message for you, son.
$5 towards the next pack of Luckies. Sam, you got it. I will be sure to mark that $5 and allocate it specifically toward a Lucky. Now, you say toward the next pack as if one pack is more than $5. I got news for you, man. Out here, you're not paying crazy money for one pack of cigarettes. That'll more than pay for one pack, my friend. Thank you so much. Trevor Rogers, first pitch of the season in an Oriole uniform, is outside for ball one. What will we expect from him? I don't know, but that next pitch is nowhere close, and it's 2-0 to Jaron Duran. Thanks again for the super chat, Sam.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
This ball's hit to left. Kerstad is along the warning track, and in front of the track, he makes the catch. Rogers retires Duran to begin the ball game. All right. Here is Rafael Devers, who walked off game one with a base hit up the middle. He swings and misses at the first pitch. A sinker from Rogers. Devers' average is now over 300 at 303. And this month, he's the hottest hitter in baseball. Both an average, on-base percentage, and OPS, number one in the league, and we pitched to him. Here's a ground ball handled by Henderson on the second base side of the bag with the shift on. He throws out Devers for the second out. So, not only Devers, the best hitter on the team, Devers, the hottest hitter in a month in the entire game of baseball. And we pitched to him with a base open with, the walk-off run at second base. Just absolute nonsense. This ball's hit down the right field line and slicing into the crowd foul. Rob Refsnyder at the plate. Refsnyder was on deck to pinch hit for Wilyer Abreu behind Devers before he walked it off. And that was part of the explanation from Mansolino as to why he did not put Devers on base. There's a strike, 1-2 on Ref Snyder. Yeah, it gets really messy, though, if you think about what... I love how Axminster is quoting the press conference directly. I think that's right on. That is a direct quote. This pitch is outside, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the first, scoreless in Boston. Where's that ump? Where's that ump? We're going to need you to call the strike 3 when we throw it, ump. That ball is on the bottom of the zone, and it's called ball 3. And now, a check swing foul, I guess? Okay. Payoff pitch. That ball's fouled off to the left. Wow. There's some kind of a delay going on here. I'm not sure what. If you're wondering why I'm just sitting here not talking, sorry. I also got a notification for a happy birthday, which was, 5 days ago? But I applaud. This pitch is fouled off. Still 3-2. I applaud anybody who contacts me 5 days late on social media for a happy birthday, because that means they're not on social media every day. That means they're living a healthy life. So no problem, friend, for the belated birthday wish. Here's a swing and a miss. Ref Snyder goes down. Rogers with the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And that does it in the first inning. It is no score in Boston, going to inning number 2. All right, folks. I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot of spirit in this like button quest. I don't want to talk about it every half inning, for crying out loud. It's not my style. But I'm busy kind of checking out the analytics tonight. Can't help but notice. Still about half of you. Just got to tap that thumbs up out there. All right. I think there was a note from Jake Rill I wanted to go over. Wow. Okay, so this just happened right before the first pitch. Cionel Perez has been designated for assignment. That's it. That's it for Cionel, folks.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Perez has been designated for assignment, and the Orioles have selected the contract of right-handed pitcher Yaramil Geraldo from AAA Norfolk in a corresponding move. Can't tell you anything about Geraldo, but I can tell you that he's a right-hander, and we are now a little off balance in the bullpen. Instead of having 3 lefties, 3 righties, a closer, and a long man, now it's 4 righties and 2 lefties, a closer and a long man. But, yeah, that'll be it for Perez. Somebody might pick him up. Ramon Arias takes a called strike on a check swing. Arias had a 2-run double in the first game, hitting .275. Also played a really good game in the field. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Ramon.
I have a brother.
Pitch is low and away. Hey, thanks for sharing that, Michael. Congrats to the Terps lacrosse team. Fear the turtle, folks. 1-2 pitch is a slider outside. Count even at 2-2 on Arias, leading off the top of the second. Here's a ball hit to third base. Throw across is in time, and Arias is retired. 1 away. Birdland says it's all because of the wall. I mean, folks, you know, I get it. It's baseball. You can have superstitions that aren't too logical. But I will agree with you. I don't think it's the reason for our struggles, but I do agree that I would have kept the wall back. I mean, folks, we put the wall back. We started winning 90 and 100 games and winning divisions. And, you know, I know that the numbers showed that the wall swallowed up more would-be home runs from our team than the opponent's team. But I don't care. I look at the overall record, and I just like having that advantage, especially when we have a good defensive left fielder, like a second center fielder out there. I mean, folks, they took away the splash or the, you know, like the water celebration, and then they brought it back. The homer hose and all that. Hey, this ball is hit out in the right center. That ball will get down for a base hit for Emmanuel Rivera on a 2-1 pitch. Sprays it to right. 1-out single. First base runner for the Orioles. No, it's not. Second base runner. Forgot we had a double play wipeout. The odds of 1 foot out the door, I'd say, is 99.9%. Deliberately doing nothing, I would say, is 0.1%. I think it's more just incompetence. I mean, if Elias wants to latch on to another team and be their GM, I don't think he's going to do himself any favors by continually, purposefully making bad moves. Kjerstad is up. On an 0-1 pitch, he fouls it back. It's 0-2. Oh, you don't like looking at me and my handsomeness and these dimples? You want these dimples to go away? All right, Janet. Okay. No dimples for Janet then. What a mistake. What a mistake. 0-2 on Kjerstad. One out, runner at first. And, man, he reached for a pitch way off the plate. Thankfully, he got a piece of it, and the at-bat will continue. Janet now directing the channel. Okay. Hey, why don't I just get a second little mini HD cam? We'll call it the dimple cam, and we'll just put that up like in another corner up here somewhere. Just a set camera for the dimple. 0-2 on Kjerstad. Hello, Robert. Pitch from Giolito is a little bit high. Ball 1. Oh, I don't need to ask, Janet. I will take your word for it. The chick magnet cam. More like the chick kryptonite cam. I am all heart. Too bad it's congested. Here is the 1-2 to Kerstad. Reaches for another one off the plate. Hits it to left. Going to hang up there for an easy out number 2. Rivera still at first base. Chick magnet dimples cam is a great idea. Great. Well, it only took 48 years, folks, but your boy has finally got a great idea that'll finally bring him the success he's been searching for nearly half a century. Just put a camera on my dimple and call it a day. Jorge Mateo, strike 1. Batting Batting 7th. Just imagine the algorithm boost. The 0-1 to Mateo. Swing and a miss on a pitch right down the gut. Hey, Mateo is hitting 200 right now. Enjoy it while it lasts. Swing and a miss, and down goes Mateo to end this inning. And then in the next inning, we'll have 2 batters at the top of the next frame. Again, combined 2 hits on the season. So the next inning should really produce some really fun results for this offense. No score as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. And yeah, Mateo back below the Mendoza line. Birdland, the only thing that's going to prevent me from stopping what I'm doing is just the inability to afford to live. That's pretty much it. I got to pay the rent. I got to eat. I got to have a pack of Luckies. I got to have some special Luckies. That's about all I need. I got to pay for some medication. There's that. I got to pay for my yearly visa. There's that. I haven't bought clothes for myself in a long time. In fact, check this out. Let me show you what BW is living like over here. Let me give you a peek. All right? Just so you know I'm not all talk. Hold on a sec. All right, so I've got 1 pair of shoes, and as you can see, there's the shape of this shoe. Every time I step, it looks like this. It's falling apart. It's coming apart up here, too. And it's also... Here's a ball hit in the right field for a base hit. Christian Campbell, leadoff single. It's also losing half of the traction on the bottom of the shoe. You know, this all came off. So, yeah, that's off. This is popping out in the back. This is falling off in the front. Yeah, I tried to glue it, Janet. I bought Super Duty Super Glue from Japan, and it worked for like 2 days. But I continue to walk in these shoes. I should have had a new pair 2 years ago by now. We got a super chat coming in. Okay. Let's get a new pair of shoes. It's really, actually, for the shoes, to be honest, I need a wardrobe as much as the shoes. Every shirt I have has a cigarette hole in it. It's even the nice ones. Sorry, folks. Let me try to get into the game call, and then I'll wrap up my sob story. Look, folks, I don't mind living cheap. I don't mind living cheap. I think it makes a person a better person. The less you need to be happy and to find satisfaction in life, I think the better. Less corrupt of a person you become. Trevor Story has a 2-1 count, and this ball could be a double play. To second for one. Over to first. Not in time. Story beats out the would-be double play ball. So it's a fielder's choice, 1 out, and here comes the Major League debut of Marcelo Meyer, and the Fenway crowd is giving him a big hand. Left-handed batter. He takes the first pitch a little bit off the plate outside. AAA 43 games, Meyer with a 271 average, 9 homers, 43 driven in. That's a lot of RBI. Thanks again. I forgot to hit the thank you button on that AB Normal. Thanks again for the super chat.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
This pitch looked to be right on the outside edge, but it's ball 2. Way off the plate. Come on, Rogers. Throw the guy a strike. It's his first major league at bat. I don't remember Holiday or Mayo or anybody getting a 3-0 count to start their career. There's a strike, 3-1. Runner at first, 1 out. Pitch. That's right in there, a slider. It started inside and finished right down the middle of the plate. Rogers got away with it, though. So Meyer's been there with the bat on his shoulder for the first 5 pitches. It's a 3-2 count. You can sense the crowd wants to see him take a swing. So I'd say pitch something out of the zone. He checks his swing, and it's a called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Welcome to the show, kid. Of course, there's all the possibility Meyer has faced Rogers as recently as a week ago in AAA, but welcome to the show anyway. Here is Sogard. 2 down, runner at first. Yeah, folks, if you missed it, I think I forgot that. Was that in the first? Was that yesterday's presser or today's where he said he's naive? Sogard hits a liner down the left field corner, but it goes foul. We are scoreless, folks, in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 2nd inning, I'm sorry. This hits hit in the right field. And now we'll go to the 3rd inning as the third out is made in right field. All right, so 2 scoreless from Trevor Rogers. Giving up 1 hit. And, did he walk anybody? Where the hell are they? Where's the stats when I need them? No walks, just the 1 hit. A couple of strikeouts from Rogers. So not bad. 27 pitches through 2 innings. So far, not so bad from Rogers. I mean, shoot. How many games have we been behind after 2 innings? And then spent the next 7 innings not even threatening to come back. So Birdland is ready for Rogers back in the rotation. Morton not in there. I mean, you know, at this point, it is just performance-based. I don't care about contracts. I don't care about anything. Just if you're getting the job done, you get a spot. And if you're the 6th worst option, you're not in the rotation. That's it. Plain and simple. No favoritism. Again, no looking at contract value or anything like that. Wow, somebody with a donation on my Ko-Fi account. Thanks for whoever did that. Might have been anonymous. Let me see. If somebody left a name, I'll shout you out. Coconut Gun. Thank you, Coconut Gun, for your donation. Again, folks, if you do want to support the channel in a way that is more beneficial to me, there is that other website that doesn't take as much of a chunk as YouTube does for your super chats and memberships and what have you. Dylan Carlson is up to begin the top of the 3rd. He takes ball 1. He's got 1 hit on the season. And the next pitch is low, 2-0. Other than what's ever left of my mind, Birdland, I don't know what we got left to lose. Here's a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. What is super tips? Is that a different thing? 2-1 pitch is fouled away. 2-2. I'll tell you this, folks. The $10 donation that was left at the end of Game 1 earlier today, that basically doubled my my revenue for calling that game. Because of the lowered amount of viewers, the ad revenue has taken a big hit. So that's why it's, you know, again, I'm not trying to goad anybody into doing anything right now, but I'm just explaining why I might be a little more vocal about suggesting, you know, to help the channel out if you can, because, again, hey, Dylan Carlson just got a base hit up the middle. He has doubled his hit total for the season right here and now. His 2nd hit of the season. We've got a base runner. Turn on the faucet. Robert, I don't know what to tell you. Folks, if you've got a weird amount of ads coming in, let me know. I haven't had anybody else mention a bunch of ads are happening. Sometimes they front load the ads, Robert. You know, if you're just tuning in, they kind of front load them. I wouldn't expect it to continue to be as frequent if you think it's happening a lot. Maverick Hanley is already in the hole 0-2. Fitz is talking mess. I don't know, Jeremiah. Have you been on his channel during this series so far? Has he been talking a little bit of smack? 0-2 on Hanley. Nobody out, runner at first. And that pitch is a slider low and away. Oh, I know where he's... Well, he lives like in Michigan, but I know he's a Red Sox fan. The 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, Birdland. You know, I loved Rex Barney. You know, when I was a kid, there was just something about entering Memorial Stadium, you know, like 15, 20 minutes before first pitch and hearing Rex Barney, like, read out the lineup cards in that just classic style of his. Called strike 3. Hanley goes down looking for the first out in the top of the third. Such a professional, Rex Barney. Reliable. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? For the Orioles, batting third, shortstop, number 8, Cal Ripken. Just like that. Just like that. The 0-1 pitch to Gunnar is called a strike. That looked a bit low. That was low. Come on, Blue. Damn it.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
1-1 on Gunnar. I don't believe it. Gunnar, yell at him. Yell at him, dude. Yell at him. Gunnar, you got robbed. This one might have kissed the bottom of the zone by a stitch, but considering the previous call, that should have been a makeup call. You can't ring him up like that, ump. 2 down, runner at first. Rutschman at the plate. Called a strike on the outside edge. Boy, Giolito is getting all the borderline calls. $50 pitches for Giolito, and here's a ball hit left side. It's going to slice into the stands. 0-2, still the count on Adley. Thank you. I can smell the concession stand right now. This is a stolen base attempt, and Carlson is nailed. Good Lord. So the Orioles are caught stealing. And that ends this inning.
Big buck. Stop it all.
On to the bottom of the third, scoreless in Boston. Yeah, so as I was alluding to earlier, I really need to actually just, say goodbye to some of my clothes that have seen better days and pick up some new threads. But the shoes is really difficult because out here, this foot is a little large compared to the average foot size out in this part of the world. I have not had much luck finding a pair of shoes, even if I was ready to buy them. And I already talked about this. Can't really order them. You got to try them on. They got to feel comfortable. You got to know. It's a tough situation. What am I humble bragging about? Oh, the big feet. I know. There's that old stereotype that, if you're a man with big feet, it means you wear large socks. I know. And it's true. I wear these like ankle cut socks, and with a large foot, they barely get up to the ankle. But, I don't mean to brag about the big socks. It's just something you got to know how to handle, I guess. Connor Wong is at the plate. He's got an 0-1 count. Next pitch is low, a ball and a strike. Wong is hitting just 156. So he appears to... I feel like last year he was a primary starting catcher, but it looks like he's taken a back seat to Narvaez. He's got a 2-1 count. And there's a pitch. We get a call there at the bottom of the zone. Okay, that makes up for one of the calls against Gunnar. We need another one. Problem is, you rang up our best hitter. We would be getting Connor Wong as a, let's call it even. Look at that skyline. Look how absolutely gorgeous this ballpark is. Holy cow, folks. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a ball hit down the right field line and going to be caught out there. That is Carlson on the catch. One down in the bottom of the third. So Rogers, dare I say it, has been cruising first time through the order. Number 9 hitter Rafaela coming up. Here's a ball hit down the right field corner. And you always get nervous with that right field foul pole here at Fenway. And a ball wrapping around for a cheap home run, but that one was foul. Jeremiah, you know why you get that hole in the big toe? You got to clip those nails, bro. I didn't understand why it happened to me so often until I realized it's the toenail, man. Mateo makes a nice catch in deep right center field in front of the bullpen to end the inning. Folks, Jorge Mateo tracked that ball down pretty well. When he's running at an angle, I don't see too much problem with Mateo. It's when he's got to go straight back on a ball, or I feel like he has some issues. Mateo also gives a gentle embrace with one of the Red Sox bullpen members as he was leaning up on the wall right where Mateo caught it. Nice little moment there. 2 down in the inning. Jarren Duran up for the second time. First pitch is a strike. Hit on the ground, backhanded at second base, over to first in time. Arias on the play. Ramon showing he can handle second base. We go to the 4th inning scoreless. This game's moving pretty quick. This has all the feeling of one of those 2-hour and 5-minute games where both teams are not wanting this to go too long. My big toenail is the only form of acceptable... Well, I can't even read that phrase. According to YouTube, I can't even read that phrase, but I read it myself. But, yeah, I've definitely have had a partner or two in the past basically assault me while I'm asleep because I had a rogue big toenail basically, lacerate said partner in the middle of the night. Oops. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, my big toe looks like a claw on a velociraptor. I didn't realize. You know, that's the other thing about being tall, is that when you're and you wear glasses, right? The only time I'm really looking at my bare feet is when I'm showering, and when I'm showering, I don't have my glasses on, and I'm tall, and my feet are way the hell down there, so I don't ever really pay attention to my feet. So once in a while, I'll look down and go, "Damn, I gotta clip these toenails." And usually the socks are the victims. BW talks about his toenails. Tune in, folks. Riveting stuff. Here is Adley Rutschman. Fouls the first pitch straight back. Top of the fourth inning. Underway. I'm better about it these days, GP3. I'm better about it. It took me a while. Mainly my 20s and early 30s. Rutschman hits a fly ball out into that triangle. And that is the worst place to hit a ball 400 feet because it's just a fly ball out. One away. If you can hook a fish, it's time to cut the toe. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, I'm put off by unkempt toenails, believe me. And a lot of people around here wear sandals and open-toed shoes and what have you, so I see my share of feet. Once in a while, I'll catch a dude in his later years who's just given up on any kind of, maintenance. we'll call it. Get those snaggle toes. 2-0 on Ryan O'Hearn. This one's hitting the air to left center, left field. Duran makes the catch, 2 down. Ugh. Ramon Arias comes up. First pitch to Ramon is hit on the ground and through the hole on the left side of shortstop for a base hit. Arias. Tell you what, he's about as steady as it gets. Jordan Westberg may be hurt, but I tell you, Arias, they're very, very similar. I think Westberg's got some more power in the bat. Here's a base hit by Rivera. First pitch swinging. We got a 2-out Raleigh cooking, folks. Back-to-back singles with 2 down in the top of the fourth. There's just one minor problem. Heston Kjerstad has got to do something about it here because after that, it's the bottom of the order, which tonight is atrocious. That's right. Emmanuel Rivera, pitcher, 2 for 2. We've got our own Shohei, folks. Here's Kjerstad, and first pitch he swings. Goes to left. That ball is going to be caught by Duran on the track, and it ends the inning. A 2-out rally, a lot of first pitch swinging. It got a couple of men on, but then it also ended the inning as Kjerstad flies out to left. 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless at Fenway. What's up, JJ? Look at JJ typing in all caps, knowing what the etiquette is in a standard sports chat space, and yet JJ breaking all the rules. He's a rule breaker. Folks, go follow JJ if you haven't already. All right. Well, the morning is over now after having said that, since it took 4 hours. I don't know why. But I love it. Boy, man, look at how pink I'm looking. Okay, so the real sunlight is coming up right now. There it is. Real sun. You get a peak. So, and we're in that weird transition where I got to switch to a different lighting filter to where I don't look like Ernest Hemingway on a drinking binge. So, we'll go with something like this. Rafael Devers is up to lead off the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Rogers is a strike. Next pitch is low, 1-1. Devers 0 for 1. Rogers on 40 pitches. The count is doing fine. It's been a good start so far through 3 innings for Trevor Rogers. Yeah, that poster is still hanging on for dear life, folks. Hanging on for dear life back there. That pitch is a little bit low, a little bit inside. 3-1 on Devers. JJ, that last comment, do you mind saying that vocally? Because I want to put that in my soundboard. I'd love to be able to take that comment out of context and use it freely for my own personal amusement. Thank you very much. The 3-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. I keep telling people, and now I got to tell JJ, you got to take that stuff to OnlyFans, dude. You got to take it to OnlyFans. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground. Third base. Rivera across the diamond in time, 1 away. Only 62 likes. What's up? My heart rate. Yeah, folks. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Hey there, Matt. How you doing? Folks, we got nothing but mods here all of a sudden. It's a mod raid. Rob Refsnyder takes a called strike at the bottom of the zone. He is 0 for 1. Next pitch is fouled back. 0-2 count. How on earth? The Angels have won 8 straight. 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. That pitch way outside. Left Rogers' hand a little early, you could tell. Count even up at 2-2. Thank you, Steve. Steve is in here to break up all this madness. That one, it gets away from Rogers again, low and away, and now the count goes full on Ref Snyder. Hit on the ground. Arias at second. Over to first. 2 away. Folks, Trevor Rogers, with each out, is making a very good case to get another start in this rotation. Anything resembling competence will be gladly accepted with this team the way it's going right now. Christian Campbell fouls the first pitch back. A 94-mile-an-hour heater from Rogers on the inside part of the plate. Campbell singled back in the second. Next pitch is low. The 1-1 tapped foul at the plate. Rogers 1 strike away, getting through 4 shutout innings without even really a threat from the Red Sox. We got to have faith in something, right, Big Cuzzo? There's a foul ball. Still 1-2. Because you got to have faith, the faith, the faith. All right. Let's put him away now. Pitch number 56 on the evening is inside. 2-2 on Campbell. That pitch called strike 3. Rogers painting. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner, right on the border. At 95. See you later. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, buddy.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
No, go sit down. Go sit down. Trevor Rogers, 4 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks. Hello. Who is this guy? Kyle who? Folks, we knew it all along. Trevor Rogers was always going to be the answer. Or am I just BSing? I don't know.
You never heard of Baltimore style?
This being Baltimore and all.
Folks, let's listen to what happens when BW is having a good time.
Stay up! Get out! That ball is gone! Bye! Bye, Birdie! Mullins ties it up. Do you believe in me?
Ladies and gentlemen, May I have your attention, please? For the Orioles, center fielder, Jorge Mateo. Mateo at the plate takes ball one, leading off the top of the fifth. The Orioles are sending up Mateo, Carlson, and Hanley. Quite perhaps the three weakest bats, even counting AAA. But, hey, Carlson's got a hit tonight. First time through, went 1 for 3 with that Carlson hit. Let's see if anybody in the bottom of the order can do something in this inning. 2-1 on Mateo. JJ, I remember even telling you that it's from Candyman. There's a line drive, but it's right at the left fielder who's just a foot in front of the track. Mateo lines out. I apologize, Birdland. Dylan Carlson takes high for ball one. Carlson again, a hit his last time up, just the second hit of the season. Second hit as an Oriole. Thanks, Ronnie. 1-0 pitch. Little bit up, maybe. 2-0. Three and 0. That pitch is low. Take another pitch, Dylan. Called a strike. 3-1 the count. I'm enjoying it as well as emotional and enjoy. Yeah, I understand. For me, that's like a good movie. Most of my favorite movies, I get emotional, but I also enjoy it. Right? Three and 2 the count on Carlson. Folks, anybody ready for a bugle here? Let's get on base, buddy. Pitch. Foul back. We'll do it again. One more time. Payoff pitch to Carlson. Here it comes. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. That is the 5th strikeout for Giolito. It looked to be outside. Maverick Hanley takes a called strike. Yep, so not much going to be happening in this inning, I would think. That one is low and away. Just a little bit off the plate. 1-1 the count. Ooh, I got a little bit stoned. That snuck up on me there a little bit. That pitch is low and away. 2-1 on Hanley. He has just one hit on the season. Michael's calling a surprise home run. Cheech and Chong play-by-play. Hey, man. That's gonna be outside, man. I think we're parked, man. It's 3-1, man. 2 down. Oh, that one's fouled back, man. Full count. Far out. Yeah, the pitcher's pitching, man. Called strike 3, man.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Called strike 3, man. He's got the love machine, and he don't work for nobody but you, hey. Cheech and Chong's Orioles page. Why not? BW's Nice Dreams. God, I just miss so much about what culture was like when I was young. Where did it go? Boy, I really miss a lot of stuff. What is the contemporary equivalent to Cheech and Chong at this point? What do we got? What do we have? What do we have as an equivalent to something like The Gong Show? What do we got? What do we got as an equivalent to something like, I don't know, like Saturday Night Special? You know, or like just live 70s bands, just hairy, ugly dudes. Hey, remember when you could be a musician and be ugly and like nobody cared? Anybody remember that? Oh, what's that? What are these? Are these example of stoner comedies? Are we listing stoner comedies? If you're going to compare Jay and Silent Bob to Cheech and Chong, just get out of my chat. Get out of here. Come on. I mean, come on. All right, AB. Our midnight special, yeah. Folks, we're in the bottom of the fifth. Let the midnight special. Lined foul off to the right, off the tarp, and bobbled out there by the ball boy. Come on. Get your head in the game. Yeah, midnight movies, drive-in movies, skate parks, malls, roller rinks, people gathering, people talking to each other, nobody looking at a phone. I miss it. And folks, I live out here. A lot of people got their phone in their face, but it's nowhere near. It feels a little bit like you're back in time here. Here, it's like the 90s. It's like the 90s here. It'll eventually catch up, but it's like I'm sort of buying time living out here. Marcelo Meyer at the plate. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the fifth. BW is a little bit stoned, a little bit tired, a little bit delirious, And it could be affecting the quality of the game call. 0-2 pitch is high, a ball and 2 strikes. I'm more in the mood to just chat it up with you guys. Because so far we're having fun just talking stoner talk, and nobody's yelling at me, and I don't have to yell at anybody, and I like that. 2-2 on Meyer. Swing and a miss. Rogers strikes him out for the second time.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, you want to see the phone I have? I have the cheapest model phone you can have. My cell phone is strictly for phone use. I've never had a phone. You know the secret to not looking at your phone all the time? Just buy the cheapest phone. That barely has enough memory to even allow you to surf on the web or whatever. Look at a stupid social media thread for 8 hours a day. That's the easy thing. Now, I do spend time on the computer a bunch. Like when I'm in my domain, I normally have either YouTube playing music or playing like a podcast or playing like a documentary that I can kind of follow if I'm not, like even like when I'm not sitting down just to watch something. I got a computer on and running and doing something. So it's not like I'm living some, it's not like I've given up all the great things that modern technology have to offer, and I'm living in this great life where I'm, I got it all figured out. No, I got nothing figured out. But I do believe that the secret to keeping your humanity during this weird time in our technology is to limit your time interacting with particularly social media. And I just think taking the internet with you out in public places and relying on it to be there for you for your entertainment or to validate a reason why nobody's talking to you if you're sitting somewhere waiting for something. That's what I notice a lot of people look at their phones for. They just want to look like they got something going on. They don't want to be the one person like waiting for a subway or waiting in a doctor's office or whatever that's got absolutely nothing going on in their life and they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Folks, when I'm in those situations, I deliberately twiddle my thumbs. I'm proudly sitting there waiting without looking at a phone. It throws some people off. Top of the 6th, Gunnar Henderson is at the plate. Count is 0-1. Ball hit on the ground to first base, and Meyer will take it to the bag. No, it's Sogard. I'm sorry. Sogard takes it to the bag unassisted. Sorry, I'm stoned. Janet with a great point. Yeah, there's little things that just don't happen anymore. I started to collect a list of them not too long ago in my mind of just little things that just used to be a part of everyday life that just are now completely non-existent. And you kind of miss those things. Adley Rutschman at the plate, 1-0 pitch. Is low or away or both. The count is 2-0. Called a strike. Can we give Trevor Rogers one run so that maybe this could all be for something positive? Yeah, there you go. Like making a mixtape, whether it was recording songs straight off the radio onto your cassette, yeah, or making a mixtape. Yeah, that meant something. How about this? Oh, I got to talk about this. This could really distract me, but let's see what happens. 2-2 to Rutschman. In the air to right. It's down for a base hit. Adley with a one-out single, folks. All right, folks. Let's see if you can track with me on this. All right, I wasn't a huge comic book reader as a kid, but what comics I did read, like anybody else, I saw the ads that were always in those comics. And you remember there was some company that if you went around and like sold some stuff door to door, you would collect like points for however much you sold, and you would redeem those points for these collection of toys and other things you might want. For example, a baseball glove, or maybe, I don't know, a boomerang or whatever. Do you guys remember those things? It was stationary. I signed up to do this one summer, and it just boggles my mind that this was a thing at all, let alone in my lifetime. But basically, you would send away, this company would send you or they'd send you like a catalog or something. You would go door to door and try to convince your neighbors you don't know, strangers. 1-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. Pitch is low and away, 2-2. And, you know, that they could get letterhead, stationery, like fancy stuff, personalized or whatever. And sometimes they would let you into their home. I mean, I'm talking like I'm 11 years old. I'm like walking into strangers' houses. Here's a ground ball to second. They go to second for one, back to first. It's a double play. Is that the second double play O'Hearn has hit into tonight? It is. Ouch. Rough night for O'Hearn. Just bad luck for him. You know he's been going good, but 0 for 3 with 2 double play balls. This one ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. So does anybody know what I'm talking about, by the way? I don't see anybody responding. This ad, this thing you would get in the back of a comic book. And you would sell this stuff, and you would redeem points to collect, from a variety of, either, it's a toy or like a sporting good or something. No clue? Okay. Well, you can kind of understand the concept, right? It's just crazy that basically they were using children to go around to sell stationery to, door to door. Random strangers. It's stranger danger, folks. I don't have any memory of anything going wrong doing that, but who knows? I did get a glove, though. I did get a mitt and a couple of other things. And guess what? I think more than half the people that had ordered their stuff, it comes to you. For whatever reason, like they would ship all the stationery stuff to you, and then you had to go out and deliver it to the people. But they would go ahead and send you whatever you redeemed for your points if you collected. So basically, once I got the glove, I had no care to follow up and pass out the rest of the stationery. So people had bought stuff that they never got, paid for it, never got it. Because I'm a rotten child that just wanted to work enough to get the mitt and quit. All right, bottom of the 6th. Trevor Rogers out here for another inning, folks. Connor Wong lifts one to center. Mullins, a few steps to his right. Excuse me, Mullins. Mateo. What the hell's wrong with me? A few steps to his right makes the catch. One out. I mean, folks, you remember how they would sell sea monkeys in the comics, right? You remember that ad? That would be in every comic. Hey, here's a concept. Pen pals. Remember pen pals? I had a pen pal. I had met a pen pal through an ad in a comic. They lived in Florida. I remember that much. They lived in Florida, and we would just write letters through the mail. Imagine that, folks, writing a letter, a personal letter to somebody else through the mail, just to chat. Kind of weird, isn't it? Two and one the count on Cedon Rafaela. One out, nobody on. Fouled back 2-2. Remember when the Girl Scouts actually go door to door anymore? Don't they basically just set up shop outside of Walmart or just set up at big events and what have you? Or they already have established, like if it's like your local library, they've got an established relationship. They just have a representative pop by, drop off a form for you to fill out to order your cookies. They don't go around like they used to door to door, right? It's probably for the best. They aren't allowed to go door to door. Ouch. I guess I can see why. Not only do you have little girls walking around, you've also got cookies that some people treat with the same reverence as crystal meth. Here's a ball caught out in center field by Mateo on the run. Trevor Rogers has set down 15 straight. Hello. Hello. You kidding me? He's given up one hit, no walks through 6. Folks, how you cannot do this to him. You cannot do this to me. We've got a blessing in disguise out of nowhere. Trevor Rogers, nobody was expecting this. Hello, can we score one frickin' run for this dude? Please. It's going to be the middle of the order coming up. Which means if anybody gets on, then it's into that bottom part of the order again. We got to get some pin. Look, just get this bottom of the order figured out. Go to the bench. All right. You gave him half a game off. We're now going into the 7th inning. That's 2/3 of a game off. Giolito's given up 5 hits and a walk, so we've had on average 1 base runner per inning. Just couldn't string enough together to score a run. Rivera has a pair of hits. Carlson, Rutschman, Arias have the other 3 hits. Arias will lead it off in the top of the 7th. We've got a pitching duel, folks. Still 2 starters in this. 5 hits for Baltimore, 1 hit for Boston. Arias, first pitch swinging, backhanded at third base right at the foul line, and Ramon is retired on 1 pitch. Ah, boy. Giolito was on 88 pitches before delivering number 89 right here. This should be his last inning, but making 1 pitch outs doesn't help. Meanwhile, it's the kid, Meyer, at third base in his debut making that play. 1 down for Emmanuel Rivera. He takes high for ball 1. Again, Rivera, a pair of hits. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Singles in the 2nd and 4th innings. Rivera's average now at 292. Hit up the middle, slowly. Throwing on the run is Story, and Rivera, boy, he's just not too swift of a runner, is he? Was he really running as hard as he could? Because, man, that looked damn slow. Going across the bag here. I mean, stretch on that last. Come on, Emmanuel, stretch. All right, 2 down for Kjerstad. Up and away, ball 1. That one's nowhere near the plate. It's 2-0 on Silent J. Bottom of the zone, that looked like it could have been called a strike. We get the call. It's 3-0. The 3-0. Outside, a 4-pitch walk. Again, in terms of batters that can hurt you with 1 swing in a tight ball game like this, it's a significant drop-off after Kjerstad with this lineup. Now with Mateo up. I can kind of understand why the pitch around there, if it was indeed a pitch around. Mateo takes a called strike. Pitch number 98 from Giolito coming in. That one's down the right field line, slicing foul in front of the pole. Jorge Mateo, folks. He came into the game to pinch run for Ryan Mountcastle in game 1 today. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Mateo keeps the inning going. And Kjerstad, what are you doing trying to go to third? Are we trying to screw this up? What is going on? Kjerstad is out by a country mile. With 2 down, there's no real benefit to try to take third. What are you doing, buddy? Inning over. Just yet another confounding situation for this hapless team. Mateo gets a hit, and it ends an inning. I mean, you can't write this stuff, folks. And I mean, folks, Believe me, I would be critical even if Kerstad was safe on a close play. I'd be like, wow, that was aggressive. Not sure if it was worth the gamble, but good on you, Heston, whatever. You got in there. Great. But, I mean, he was out by 20 feet. It was ridiculous. It was not even close. Oof. Six shutout innings from Rogers. I guess he's going to try for 7. I think somebody was asking for a pitch count. He's on 75, so he should be able to go another inning, I think. It's hard to say. I don't really know what Trevor Rogers' typical... Oh, is it stretch time? Folks, real quick, put some cakes on the griddle. Sorry, because we got the first pitch. It's already in, folks. It is strike 1 on a swing and a miss by Rafi Devers with Rogers out there for a 7th inning, folks. Are you a country boy?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Are you a country boy?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right, then. Put some cakes in the griddle. On the griddle. And let's go. 1-1 the count on Devers. Lined right to third base. Rivera is right there to make the catch. 1 away. Rogers, 6 1/3 with 1 hit. This is going from like a pleasant surprise to borderline amazing. What's happening here right now? Pitch count still under 80. And a called strike at the bottom of the zone with a changeup to Refsnyder. Rogers is dealing. And that pitch, unfortunately, hits Refsnyder on the foot. It's a slider breaking low and in on the right-handed batter. And it just landed right on top of his foot. Everything going good for Rogers. And now there would be go-ahead run. First run of the game is on base via a hit batter. Christian Campbell is up. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Another changeup from Rogers. Another off-speed pitch, a little below the zone. Campbell takes it, and the count is even at 1-1. That is low. 2-1. The 2-1. Beautiful backdoor slider. It stayed off the plate all the way to the last second and then came back and hit the outside corner at the knees. The count even up at 2-2. Pitch. Upstairs. Try to get him with the high cheese. Campbell lays off. Full count. The payoff pitch. Check on the runner. I forgot somebody was even over there. Runner at first, 1 out, full count. Another payoff pitch. Pop foul. Fastball top of the zone from Rogers. He is spotting his pitches nicely on the edges. Pretty much top of the zone, bottom of the zone, or outside corner. Not a whole lot of stuff on the inside, which I got no problem with. Especially against these right-handed batters. This one's popped up weakly into right. Long run, and it's going to drop in. And we may have a force play, but we can't handle the throw at short. Oh, boy. Carlson, I don't know why he couldn't get to this ball. It seemed like it was in the air forever. And then there's a chance. I'm not the only one who thought that ball was going to be caught because there was a force play chance at second. Carlson fires it over there, and Mateo can't handle it. Or is it Gunnar? I'm sorry. Mateo's in center. I mean Gunnar. Sorry, folks. Sorry for screwing up everybody's name. I'm an idiot. It's the end of the night for Rogers after that play. That sucks. But either way, folks, a round of applause, if you will, in the chat for Trevor Rogers, who just pitched a hell of a ball game. Something nobody saw coming. Is it an aberration, or do we have something on our hands? You know, worst case scenario, hey, he helped us as best as any pitcher could to win a ball game tonight. I'm praying we can score for him. But there could be a chance that whatever, obviously, look, say what you want about Elias. It always seemed weird that he went for Rogers at the trade deadline, because you're looking at it and going like, well, does he really strengthen the rotation as it is right now? Not really. What are we going to do with him? And then he made a couple of starts. He didn't look very good. And you're sitting there going like, what is this guy doing? And then he's injured, and like you almost wish he wasn't even in the organization at that point. Well, he works, and then he's in AAA, not really putting up numbers. That's the other thing. That's probably the weirdest. That's what makes this more strange than anything, is that he was not doing well in the minors. And then he comes up first major league start of the season. 6 1/3, 2 hits, no walks. We might have a couple of good lefties in this rotation now. We were wondering if we're ever going to get a lefty in this rotation at the start of spring training. If you remember, Cade Povich wasn't really anointed a starter that was bound to make the opening day rotation. Hey, Andrew Kittredge is on for his second appearance in an Oriole uniform. Swing and a miss on an 0-1 pitch, a slider to Wilyer Abreu that broke below the zone, and Abreu chased it and missed. Looking for a ground ball to turn 2 here. 1 out, first and second for the Red Sox. Or we'll take a strikeout, check swing, but Abreu didn't go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Was that an error at second? No. And the only reason I'm saying that with confidence is because, according to the scoreboard, neither team have an error on the night. Abreu fouls this away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Kittredge gets the sign. Does a little bit of a, I'd be careful. That's almost a balk in my view. He bounces this pitch in there. The count 2-2. Nice play by Hanley to keep the ball from getting away. But yeah, Kittredge has got a little bit of a wind-up motion once he's on the rubber there that an umpire looking to make a scene could potentially make a balk call out of, I feel. Let me take a closer look here at Kittredge. This is only his second appearance. So he peers in for the sign, and now he comes set, and then he does a rock there, and then a little leg. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. This ball is hit to second. One play to first base, 2 down. Both runners move up. Second and third, 2 down for Boston in the bottom of the 7th. We are still scoreless. And coming up to hit for the third time, it is the debutante Marcelo Meyer, who gets another round of applause. This guy is getting a lot of support for never having gotten a hit. There's a called strike. Nice front door slider by by Kittredge. Probably would have sawed Meyer off if he tried to swing at it. Now he goes low and away off the plate. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. That slider broke low. 1-2. Strike this rookie out. The veteran Kittredge. The kid Meyer. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider. Again, unhittable. Started at the bottom of the zone and broke nearly into the dirt. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Kittredge gets the big 2-out strikeout as the Red Sox strand not only the first run of the game, but the second and third. On to the 8th inning. This game is moving quick. No score. What's going on down in the nightclub tonight, folks?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Man, time flies when you're calling 6 hours worth of baseball games. What happened to my special lucky? Did I smoke it to the nub? Is that what happened? Where is that thing? I'm ready to finish her off. Where'd you go? Oh, it's on the floor. I'm so sorry. What are you doing down there?
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Hey, I'm going to ventilate the room. I'll be back in a moment. Left-hander Brennan Bernardino is on. Bernardino against the Orioles, led by Mansolino. Dylan Carlson is batting from the right side, and he fouls the first pitch off next to the third base coach. 0-1 the count. Carlson has a hit. He was also caught stealing. Check swing, and he does not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another appeal on a check swing, and again, no swing. 2-1 on Carlson, leading off the top of the 8th. And here's a cut and a miss on a cut fastball, up and in on Carlson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Couple of goose eggs on the board. We're in the 8th inning. That pitch is low. We got a full count, folks. How about a bugle? That ball's lined to left, but it's hooking foul into the crowd. Still 3-2. Bernardino asks for a fresh baseball. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right into the Red Sox dugout. Folks, there's over 100 of you watching right now. We got to get those likes up to 100 if you want to win this thing. Come on, folks. We got 16 more to go. This ball's hit to right and going to be caught out there for the first out. Carlson flies out to right. That's right, folks. We got not nearly the turnout we did for Game 1 here in Game 2. I guess after what happened earlier today, that was enough for half of the people out there. So we got to make up for that drop off. Here's a backdoor curveball to Maverick Hanley for a called strike. Hanley hitless. And he's quickly in the hole 0-2 after this foul ball. Hanley does have a pair of RBI on the season. But just the one hit. This pitch is low and in. The 1-2. Top of the zone. That was in the zone. Umpire's zone tonight has not been very consistent. He started off calling everything close strikes, and now he seems to be tightening up. This pitch is up and away. We got a full count on Hanley. I would love to see him draw a walk here. And draw a walk he does. That pitch is up and away. Maverick Hanley is your base runner, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Hey, if we're going to find weird ways to lose, how about we find a weird way to win? Maverick Hanley scores the winning run. How's that sound? In a 1-0 thriller. I'm down for that. Gunnar Henderson is at the plate. It's a foul tip, strike one. Folks. Way outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Damn it, that went right on the floor. The 1-1. Fouled away. Good pitch from Bernardino, up and in. It jammed Gunnar, and he could only foul it off. Been a long day here at Fenway Park. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. And a flip from the second baseman to the bag at second for one. Gunnar does beat out the relay to first. It was almost an incredible double play. It's already an incredible play by the second baseman, Campbell, right? He does a glove flip to the shortstop to get the force play. So the inning will continue, and we're going to have a break because the Red Sox are going to make a pitching change. Adley Rutschman due up next, and a right-hander coming in to replace Bernardino. Bullpen. Folks, we've got a fourth and final game at Fenway tomorrow afternoon, and I have not updated that in the scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. Another indication that absolutely nobody reads that scrolling text. And I should probably just 86 the damn thing. Why don't we see what the matchup is in the time for tomorrow's game? Why don't we do that? The royal we. Stream will start tomorrow at 1:20 p.m. It's going to be Dean Kramer against Walker Buehler. All right. 1:20 p.m. the stream will start. It'll be Dean Kramer against Walker Buehler. Now adding that to the scrolling text. Way the hell too late for anybody to give a rat's arse. Folks, do you know that in the first season of the channel, I used to write up a sort of a summary of, you know, what was going on with the game in every description of every game? Like where the club was at, like who was hitting hot and all this stuff. Yeah, I gave that up. That was like an extra 15, 20 minutes a day. Nobody was reading it. Nobody cared. Here we go. It is Guerrero, a right-hander on the mound for Boston, and he gets strike one against Adley Rutschman. Come on, Adley.
Let the punch out gently, okay?
Oh, crap. It's the 2-hour mark. No. No. Not again. Stand by, folks. Getting the game back up as quickly as possible. The count is 1-1 on Rutschman. Runner at first, 2 down in the top of the 8th. That pitch is low, 2-1. Folks. I just got some nightmare fuel from a mascot in the crowd. That pitch is low and away. 3-1. Rutschman. Maverick Hanley over there at first base. He drew a walk. Rutschman has a hitter's count. We just need one run perhaps to win this thing. Called a strike. The count runs full. Folks, can we get a big hit? Ryan O'Hearn is on deck if the inning will continue. The payoff pitch. Low. Back-to-back walks. One by the previous pitcher, Bernardino. The next by the new pitcher, Guerrero. 2 on, 2 out.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Back in a moment. Folks, it is redemption time for Ryan O'Hearn. Twice tonight he has hit into a double play. He can't do it again. There's 2 down. But he's got 2 runners on base out there. He's hitting over 300. What do you say we get a hit and win this ball game? Here we go. O'Hearn 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch. Outside, not close for ball 1. Come on, Charm City chat. We got to get over this hump. We got to get it over the line. That's a called strike right on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 toke over the line, sweet Jesus. 1 toke over the line. That ball is low. 2-1 the count. Sitting downtown in a railway station. 1 toke over the line. Don't you know I'm just waiting for the train to come home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Swing and a miss. The count is 2-2. Sitting downtown in a railway station, 1 toke over the line. Come on, O'Hearn, turn and burn. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Too much for me to take. And the catcher comes out to talk to Guerrero.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Folks, will it to happen? Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. It's a check swing bouncer foul off to the right. Still 2-2. Come on, O'Hearn. Let me hear you, Charm City chat. The pitch. That ball's lined. And it's down for a base hit into right field. Here comes the runner home, Hanley. He scores standing, and the Orioles have taken the lead late. It is 1-0 Baltimore. Folks, get your all-star ballots and write in Ryan O'Hearn. Here is Ramon Arias, 1st and 3rd, 2 down, and he takes up and away ball 1.
I have a brother.
We're on the board. O'Hearn delivers again. He made up for the 2 double play balls. You knew he wanted that hit. 2-0 on Arias. Next pitch. Breaks off the plate. It is 3-0. 3-0 on Arias. Let's see if he takes all the way or tries to barrel up something down the middle. He got one down the middle, but he's taking it. 3-1. Hitters count, folks. Come on. Slider hits the outside corner, or near the corner, I would say. It's a called strike, and now the count has run full. Runner at first will get a head start on a payoff pitch with 2 down. Here's a swing and a miss, and Arias strikes out. But Ryan O'Hearn, he delivers. He's done what nobody else on either team could do so far tonight. He drives a run in, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the 8th. All right, folks. Charm City chat, who do you want to see on the mound when this game reconvenes? Who would you like to see pitch this 8th inning? You got the bottom of the order coming up. We're an inning away from the mountain. You'd like the tarp to pitch? I know I can't do it. I might be able to help Mancelino out in the dugout, but I can't pitch worth a damn. Never could. Well, who do I want? Let's see. Kittredge, the only pitcher used so far tonight. I mean, if Baker can pitch twice, that's the guy I trust the most right now. Stay with Kittredge. Let me see how many pitches. Yeah, he's only thrown 10 pitches. Sure. Go ahead. All right, Kittredge is out here for the 8th. Okay, no problem. I'm with it. I'm down. I'm down with this. Kittredge is still on, and he's 1-0 on Sogard. Again, bottom of the order. And then you hope to hand it off to the mountain for the 9th. Called a strike. It's 1-1 on Sogard. Line drive, and that is a base hit in the right field. Not a good start to the inning. The Red Sox immediately have the tying run on. Nobody out. Just the second batter to reach leading off an inning tonight. Rogers gave up nothing, just the 2 hits, no walks. And Kittredge gives up a hit here to the first batter he sees in the 8th inning after coming on to finish the 7th. Connor Wong at the plate, 0 for 2. Kittredge from the belt. And there goes the runner. Throw down. That is there, but it's a safe call, and Gunner immediately points to the dugout for a challenge. Let's review this. This looks close enough for me to try at this stage of the game. I think we got him. I think we got him. We just need a freeze frame to show that that hand wasn't on the bag before that tag was applied. The crowd here is reacting as though on a replay that the runner looks safe. It is a close call, and again, it'll come down to, having a look at like a freeze frame. Bang, bang play. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get. Ben McDonald is saying the same thing. He doesn't think we're going to get it either. But we will cross our fingers. It would be lovely to have this guy out instead of being at second base, nobody out as the tying run. Call will stand. The runner is safe. I don't begrudge the challenge attempt at this stage of the game. So the Red Sox have the would-be tying run in scoring position, nobody out, and a 1-0 count on Wong, who, if he wanted to, can try and focus on just moving that runner up. And he's going to try to bunt. He shows it. He pulls the bat back and takes ball 2. So that tells you what you need to know. The Red Sox understand the situation. Two 2-0 on Wong. And Kittredge steps off the rubber. Crowd groans. What are you groaning about? Two 2-0 pitch. Wong slightly shows bunt. Didn't really feel like he was ever going to really offer, and the pitch was breaking off the plate, so he easily lays off. It's 3-0. And that is low ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Wong. We're in the bottom part of the order here, and we're putting runners on with the top of the order not far away. Number 9 hitter up next. And you want to talk about an out you got to get here. Drew French is coming out to have a conference with Kittredge in the infield. Oh no, the Wong puns are coming in. Folks, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Sir Anthony Dominguez is getting loose. Folks, there's a right time to joke around, and then there's a wrong time. Now's the right time. Here comes Rafaela to the plate. Kittredge has got himself a jam here. 2 on, nobody out in a 1-0 game. Infield is playing in. Raphael is swinging away and fouls it off to the right. A little nubber off of his foot. And that pitch was way off the plate. He went after it. I mean, that ball was coming in. Probably might have hit him if he just let the ball travel. The count is 0-1, and the trainer is out to take a look at Wong now. So we got a delay here. A delay in the big moment in the ball game. Oh, boy. Don't mind me. Here we go. 0-1 count on Rafaela. Kittredge steps off. Crowd groans again. As if they'd never seen that happen in their lives. The 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt fouled away. We've got 2 strikes on Rafaela. Take the bunt off. And let's get a strikeout. I'm not trusting a double play with this dude's speed. I'd rather just strike him out. I mean, I'd rather have a double play. Don't get me wrong. Pitch. This one's hit in the air to the right. It's shallow. And the catch is made. Carlson fires it toward the infield, and the runners will have to stay put. It's a big first out. Runners do not move up. Now a double play would end the inning, but it's still going to be a difficult task because you got another fast guy at the plate in Jaron Duran. And Mansolino is going to make a move now. Who are we turning to in this spot? Kittredge is out. Dominguez is coming. Dominguez. I need to do a little bit of research. Stand by. I need to do some research. Okay, so in game 1, Baker, Aiken, Cano, and Soto all pitched. And yeah, Dominguez is basically the only guy today to not pitch because you had Aiken pitch already tonight, right? Before Kittredge. Oh no, Aiken hasn't been used? Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Am I reading this right? Am I reading this correct? Oh, Aiken did pitch in game 1. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. I was going to say, if he didn't pitch in game 1 and he got a lefty coming up, why the hell are we bringing in Dominguez? I'm just trying to make sure that all is copacetic here, folks. It's going to be up to Sir Anthony, Knight of the Orange Table, to get the job done here. 1-0 Orioles in the bottom of the 8th. There's 1 out. Runners at first and second base. Or excuse me, runners, at first and second base. Jarren Duran at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Here we go. Dominguez gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The high cheese, and Duran was looking to jump on something. 97-mile-an-hour fastball way out of the zone. And it's a strike. The 0-1 up again, and now a throw down to second by Hanley. The runner, Hamilton, who must be pinch running. Hamilton wasn't here at the beginning of the game, was he? Hamilton is pinch running at second base for Nick Sogard. And Hanley checked him back after that previous pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike on Duran. And now Dominguez steps off the rubber. Crowd with another groan. Bring out the hat. Free the hat. This ball's fouled back. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm going to have to allow Dominguez to do his thing before the hat can be consulted to see this game out. So we're going to have to hang on for dear life here. I don't think the hat has enough magic in it right now to guarantee getting out of this jam. One and 2 on Duran. Pitch. Low. 2-2. Devers on deck for Boston. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A split finger from Sir Anthony.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. 2 down. And now, what do you do here? You don't give Devers anything to hit. And you don't just put him on, which was the situation in the walk-off hit he had. But it's a tough one, folks. We might have to load him up to get the next guy out, because the next guy due up is Abraham Toro. This is a situation where you're going to have to ask Dominguez to load him up and then have the command and not fall behind and potentially walk in a run to screw things up. It's a tough call, folks, but bottom line, just keep it out of the middle of the plate with Devers. Here we go. First pitch. And it's popped up. Stay in play. It's near the line. First base side. Ryan O'Hearn has it. Devers pops it up Little League style. And this inning is over. We survive. We go to the 9th. Orioles lead it 1-0. Come on, folks. Folks. Whoops.
Do you believe in me?
You know what time it is. I told you to wait for it. Let's rock. Let's go. Let's go. That is the rally cry for all the bird watchers out there, folks. We have rallied around a new cry. Let's goo. All of us together. Family friendly. All of us, let's goo. Yeah, how about some insurance, folks? Let's Aflac this top of the ninth, if you know what I mean. Let's Geico it up. Let's State Farm this mofo. The hat is here. How you doing, folks? Folks, Baltimore trying to win a ball game here today and not get swept in a doubleheader for the third time in a month. What do you say we do it? We got the ninth inning. It's starting right about now. It's going to be Rivera, Kjerstad, and Mateo due up. First pitch from Guerrero is a slider low and away for ball one on Emmanuel Rivera. He's got a pair of hits in this one. Takes a pitch away. It's 2-0. Let's get progressive. Janet thinks we probably gonna win this. 2-0 pitch. Just a bit low. 3-0. Emmanuel Rivera, take another pitch. Get on base. Let's rally it up. He takes, and it's ball four. Folks, lead off base runner.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
We got a pinch runner for Rivera, maybe? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Never mind. I saw him jogging. I thought he was heading back to the dugout. All right, Kjerstad is up. And he check swing, takes a strike. 0-1 on Kjerstad, folks. I can't even figure out what our bench is right now. I know Holiday is on there. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. We got Mullins. More speed on the bench. I mean, we got a couple of guys. If we need some speed. Kjerstad fouls the pitch away. It's still 0-2. Would I be pinch running here? I might. I'd probably pinch run Mullins. This ball's hit to second. This could be 2. And it's a double play. Well, moot point now. All right, how about we pinch hit Mullins for Mateo, and we got a better outfielder for defense for the bottom half of the inning. We got to get, you got to pinch hit Mateo for Mullins. Get Mullins into this game. You've got to. Come on. Mateo has done okay in center, but you got Mullins. And he's, if we're going to go in the bottom of the ninth with a 1-run lead, I want Mullins in center field anyway. Just go to Mullins. 1-0 on Mateo. Come on, man, Celino. I think said Mullins can handle playing a game plus half an inning. I think he can handle it, dude. (3-0) Mateo. To be fair, he's one pitch away from drawing a walk, and he can certainly run. And that is ball 4. So I still think it was a bad decision or lack of decision because in the next half inning, I still want Mullins in there as a defensive replacement, but the lack of move doesn't hurt in this moment. Mateo draws a walk and hopefully will get himself to second quickly with 2 down to give Dylan Carlson a shot to drive him in. First pitch. There goes Mateo, and he's in. So there you go. Mateo doing what he needed to do.
Meep, meep.
2 down, and we got an insurance run now at second base. Carlson at the plate. I mean, you could even pinch hit. God. You can even go with Said over Carlson in this spot. 0-1 pitch is up and away, 1-1. Carlson does have a hit, 1 for 3. Pitch, low, 2-1. Joel, I wouldn't want with 2 down the risk to steal third. I'm happy Mateo is going to score from second on anything out of the infield. So he can stay there. This pitch is fouled back. 2-2 on Carlson, folks. We need a hit. Guerrero has thrown 34 pitches since coming on. I'm not sure what his normal limit is, but for a middle reliever, this is getting pretty high. 2-2 the count. That is outside. It's not close. Full count. And again, Mateo should be able to score on anything out of the infield. Even a ball in the infield. If he's hustling, he could probably try to score. Pitch. Line to left field. Get down. That's down for a base hit into the corner. Mateo can crawl home. As the ball's just now getting dug out, Dylan Carlson, his second hit of the night. He came into the game with 1 hit on the season. It's a big RBI double to double up the lead. It's 2-0 Baltimore. Carlson. The hat says, "You're welcome." Here is Maverick Hanley. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is also a ball. Hanley drew a walk his last time up. Two-oh pitch. Outside. Take another, Maverick. If anybody has a take sign, it's Maverick Hanley in this spot. And he does take that pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Here is the 3-1. That one's on a line, but right to short. Hanley hit the ball on the line, but right at somebody, and the inning will end. The Orioles, however, get a very big insurance run, and the Mountain is hopefully going to be ready to come out and put the finishing touches on a much-needed W. Bring on the Mountain.
Mountain, this is what it's all about.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Folks, you want to win? Well, we've got all the pieces in place to pull this out, folks. We're just missing one thing. There is 150 people here, but we haven't hit 100 likes yet. But we're this close. So let's take it. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station. One toke over the line. Come on, folks. Tap that like button. Get us over the line. Couple of more friendly folk. We're going to get it done, folks. Come on, before this game starts. There it is. Boom. It's that easy. That's how easy it is.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, now's the big test. Subscribe.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
Folks, you never had it so good. You subscribe to the BirdWatcher channel. You become a part of a growing community of baseball lovers and Baltimore folk. We're good people. I can be a bit of a jerk sometimes. I can be a bit of an arrogant ass. But for the most part, pretty chill. So come on in and sign up. Join the fun. All right. It is the bottom of the ninth. And who do we have out here? It is Sir Anthony. There is no mountain in sight. Dominguez is going to finish this, I guess. Huh? Fouled back on Abraham Toro, the count 1-1. I need to refer back to my other notes again so I can try and make sense of what I'm looking at right now. That pitch is off the plate, 2-1. Bautista did pitch in game 1. Okay. They're not. It's one thing for Bautista to pick back-to-back days. They're not going to pitch him twice in one day. This ball's hit deep to right field. The ball is. What happened? The ball has fallen into the bullpen along with the center fielder, Mateo. It appears to be a game-tying home run in the bottom of the ninth. And Mateo lands head over heels into the Red Sox bullpen. He absolutely gave it effort here. Carlson was right next to him. Folks, what if Mullins was on this play? I mean, Mateo certainly gave it the effort, but you got to imagine if anybody's going to make the play, it's said. Mateo did get a glove to it. That ball did bounce out of the mitt. And if Said is in that same spot, you just feel like he's got that experience and talent to figure out a way to not only secure the ball, but keep himself in the yard and get that out. Instead, it's a home run. Wait, have they not put the run on the board? I need to get back to the live game. I'm looking at the wrong page. I'm looking at game 1's page. Sorry. So why isn't this oh wait, we were up by 2. I'm so sorry. I thought that tied the game. Thank you. Joel wrote it in chat as well. Oh my God. I thought we'd given up the lead there. Okay, we can still win this. Jesus Christ. I never felt so relieved to be so wrong. So it's 2-1 now in the ninth. Campbell at the plate. Sorry, folks. It's been a long night / morning. Surely you can have some empathy for my situation. 1-1 pitch is a called strike to Campbell. 1-2. Janet can't take it. Big Cuz shows some mercy. AB Normal laughs. It's a variety of expressions and reactions in the Charm City chat. Folks, 2-2 the count on Campbell. The pitch. Hit on the ground. Gunner, near the second base bag, will throw Campbell out, 1 away in the ninth. 2 more outs to get. I can't believe I thought that was a game-tying home run. I guess it's a Pavlovian thing after the first 49 games this season. I had a Pavlovian response, okay? Excuse me, first 50 games. We're on game 51. Game 50 was earlier today. Swing and a miss by Wilyer Abreu. 0-1. Dominguez with a splitter that dropped low out of the zone. Another splitter that drops out of the zone, but this time Abreu lays off. The count evens up at a ball and a strike. The pitch. That's high. 2-1. The pitch. Fouls it away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Prolly. By the way, if I ever do BW merch, Prolly is definitely going to be a shirt, okay? I think that could be a viral shirt. Just Prolly. That's it. Ball hit on the ground and past the diving glove of Henderson into left. It's a 1-out hit, tying run on for Boston. Joel would probably buy it. Janet thinks it's probably a good thing to add to the collection. I understand, Joel. You're not committing, just probably. You're not definitely buying a shirt, just probably. Here's Marcel Meyer. He takes a called strike, a fastball right down the middle. Meyer, in his debut, is 0 for 3, striking out all 3 times. We do not want to see him get his first hit now. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. All right, put the kid away. And be smart about it. Something unhittable, but not something wild. Something in between. Up the middle, and Gunner's going to try to tag one runner, and he got the runner because he left the base path. The umpire rules him out. Gunner unable maybe to tag, but the runner left the base path. Umpire rules him out, so it's just a fielder's choice. So Meyer now at first base. And folks, are we down to 1 more out? Is this it? This is it. This is it! First pitch off the plate. Ball 1 to Sogard. Folks, No, it's not. It's a pinch hitter. No, it's not. It's Hamilton. Sogard up on the screen. They got it wrong. Hamilton at the plate. I'm sorry, I suck. Here is a check on the runner. He's back. 2 down, bottom of the ninth. 2-1 Baltimore. Dominguez trying to close it out. 25th pitch since entering the ball game. Coming up. Pitch. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Charm City chat is probably on the edge of their seat. Probably sweating bullets right now. And for me, probably coming back to watch tomorrow's game. The pitch. That's hit into center field. That ball is going to be caught out there by Mateo as he slides. And this ball game is over. I don't know why Mullins didn't go out there and center. But Mateo eventually is at the center of it all to end the ball game. Folks, the Orioles pull it out. It's a 2-1 win for us. Oh, exhale, folks. Go to war, Miss Agnes. We won one. And we got a chance tomorrow to get out of here with a split. What do you say? Let's go for a split tomorrow. Orioles 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. Who do we got for a pitcher of record here? Give the W to Andrew Kittredge, his first win as an Oriole. The loss goes to Brennan Bernardino, and Dominguez goes an inning and 2/3 to record his first save of the season. The big hit, folks, for me was that insurance double from Dylan Carlson, who had a 2-hit night. And then Ryan O'Hearn, of course, he had the first RBI after hitting into a couple of double plays tonight. O'Hearn, I would give you consideration. I'd give consideration to Carlson, but folks, Trevor Rogers, what a debut. And we're going to be watching him pitch 5 games from now, I tell you that. 6 1/3 innings, 2 hits and no walks, struck out 5. He has entered the rotation, has pitched a quality start, and the next time he takes the mound, he'll have an ERA of 0. How's that sound, folks? Andrew Kittredge with a scoreless inning of work. He did give up a hit and a walk. And Dominguez, he got in a little bit of trouble. He gave up that home run ball to Abraham Toro, but luckily we scored that insurance run and it came in big time. And that is the story of the ball game, folks. Again, Tony Mansolino, I'm not going to sit here and pat him on the back for a game well managed. I do feel like this team is going to continue to sort of have to, what would you call it? Kind of fight themselves from finding ways to, lose. And they did it tonight. So very pleased to see Baltimore get this one over the line. Of course, as a fan, we've sat through enough losing streaks. We're coming off the worst one so far at 8 games. Then we broke that, and then we lost the first couple of games in this series. You just didn't want to go down another long streak And Trevor Rogers. Wow. I'll tell you what, folks. There is no Oriole on this team this season that's going to have a bigger turn, a heel turn by fans who are following the team in terms of their what they feel about Trevor Rogers. I got a feeling a lot of people are going to maybe have a different outlook on this guy until further notice anyway. What a job he did. What a job he did. 6 1/3, just 2 hits and no walks. No walks. That's the big one for me. He did not issue a walk. And as a lefty in Fenway Park, just 2 hits. That is good. Now, I will say this. I'm not trying to downplay Rogers' start here, but sometimes, and this is why doubleheaders do tend to get split more often than not. Sometimes the team that wins game 1 kind of, doesn't give it 100% in game 2. And when you look at how few pitches it took for Rogers to, he didn't give up. Yeah, it was, probably not very good at bats from Red Sox hitters in this game, I would say. So it's a combination. Rogers did look good. I'm not trying to take away from what he did, but I do also feel the Red Sox hitters, they didn't exactly do too good up at the plate. 2-1 the final. We'll take it. And let's take a look at tomorrow's matchup. Ain't the watered down iced coffee cold, folks? This thing was fresh and new when this game started, and there was no sunlight. What time is it now? It is coming up on 8:30 a.m. out here. Folks, I've been calling baseball since before midnight, and it is now 8:30 a.m. Holy cow. I did have like a 45-minute break in the middle. I had a lunch break, and I took a nap, just like I would at a real job. All right. Let's take a look at that matchup tomorrow. It is going to be Dean Kramer going up against Walker Buehler. Couple of righties. Kramer with a 3-5 record, 5.5 ERA. Buehler with a 4-1 record and an ERA of a flat 4. Kramer has pitched a lot more, 55 2/3 innings. Buehler's only posted 36 innings. I would assume that's only about 6, maybe 7 starts, so seems like he's missed a couple of turns in the rotation for some reason. Maybe he had an injury. But, Buehler was a free agent signing for the Red Sox this past winter. And decent what do you call it? Decent, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so tired. Decent returns on the investment, I think is what I was going to try to say for Buehler. Again, a 4-1 record. ERA at 4 isn't exactly, all-star stuff, but the whip is pretty good at 1.19. And 5 home runs in 36 innings. That's a better rate than Kramer's on. Kramer, that's been a problem for him. He's already given up 10 homers on the season. 55 2/3 innings. And pitching at Fenway, you know how that can go. So let's hope Dino can keep it in the yard. Let's get these bats going again. Just a couple of runs tonight, but it was enough. But we need to score more tomorrow, I would think, if we are going to have any thoughts on getting away from Boston with a split. We need at least 5 runs tomorrow, I'm going to say. I want 5 or more to feel good about our chances tomorrow. I hope we can do it. I hope we put out a really strong lineup. Rutschman and Mullins getting this second game off. They should be back in there. So there you go, folks. That pretty much covers the whole kit and caboodle. Let me see if there's somewhere I can send you, and then I'm going to finally sign off, and then I'll be back on at around midnight local time for me tonight to call this next afternoon game. Oh, boy. And then another, I guess it's what, Memorial Day coming on Monday afternoon back home in Baltimore to play the Cardinals. Let me say thanks to the mods here in the Charm City chat for all of the hard work. It's not too hard, right? It is work, though, and I do appreciate it. Thanks to those that we got a super chat in here tonight. Thank you for that as well. You know, Rising Rhino popped in here a little bit earlier. He's calling some Canadian football. So if that is your thing, I think it's Rhino's turn in the barrel to get a raid from the BirdWatcher Channel. All right, folks. The hat. He comes back. He helps seal the win. And, yeah, Jorge Mateo at the center of it all. Who knew? Trevor Rogers pitches a gem. Who knew? It was a weird one, folks. I don't think anybody would have expected a game to go quite like this. Ain't that baseball for you? All right, folks. How many more times can I say, folks? I don't know. I got to go. I'm delirious. This has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.